I'm Steve Surrey, and I'm a retired disabled vet. My passion is to help other veterans like me who had to start over and deal with feeling that they had absolutely no value after they got out of the military. For example, my story consists of gaining my value back by learning how to make money online. I lost my value when I got out of the military, and I was a space operations officer in charge of ensuring billions of dollars worth of satellites and ground stations were operational at all times. And for the safety also of the on-orbital operations, to include the ISS, which is the International Space Station. And the idea was that we had to ensure that we didn't have any crashes in space. So we had to know where they were at all times, the satellites themselves. And this applied to our military satellites, civilian satellites, and our ally satellite as well. So I was kind of like in charge of a on-orbit global ATC, for lack of a better term. But with that, I was literally engulfed with all of this value and high standards I had to keep. So when I signed my DD-214 and was retired at 24 years, it was a good couple of weeks, I guess, that I realized that this was a good thing, and I was glad and everything, and things were going fine. And then all of a sudden I realized that my value was gone too. It wasn't just retirement, the value was gone. I felt worthless. And I was no longer trusted with anything of value to any companies or that kind of value in just about anything that I was involved in. I no longer had those thousands of brothers and sisters that I could depend upon in the military to help me when I needed it, and also to have my six, more importantly. In military terms, to be demoted that fast was traumatic to me and my value line. To be held to standards of being of value from like right about here, and all of a sudden then you're out of the military and your value line is right down here, if I can get my hands right. And that jump in just a week or two was totally shocking to me. I mean, what the F over? It was just a punch in the gut. And the civilian transition process is broken. I'm not going to get into that, but those of you who have walked my path know what I'm talking about there. So I found myself spiraling to the bottom very fast, physically, emotionally, and financially. And after 2 years of trying to find some kind of work and being told you're overqualified or you're too old, and they didn't really say that out loud, but I knew what they meant. I was at the edge of despair. Where was my value? I had nothing left for standards I had to live up to. So I was in a bad place. The straw that broke the camel's back was when I worked for a minimum wage service company that let me go because a customer on someone else's phone line heard me say fuck in the background during a personal conversation with my team. I'm thinking, really? Are you serious? And just like that, I was gone. I knew that I had to start my own company, and in order to give me some sort of security. And online marketing is where I landed. I found my value again by serving small businesses and veteran-owned businesses with their online marketing needs. My crusade is to serve and help veteran-owned, veteran-friendly businesses and disabled or wounded vets achieve success by building their brands online and providing them and their families the freedom they so richly deserve. Being disabled myself, I found that there are many options working online where you can help others and be of service to others again. So check out the rest of this video. Today I'm going to be focusing on video marketing. So let me know at the end. I'll come back and let me know if you got any value out of this, either on the comments or being in contact with me. And I look forward to seeing you at the end of this video. Here's how to build your fortune on YouTube. Today, it's almost impossible to market effectively without making use of video. There are many places where you can display your videos, from video sharing sites like YouTube to your own blog. YouTube is set up in a way that you can easily earn money from it, provided you know the right techniques. With YouTube, you can accumulate a large number of followers who watch your videos, and they can be the foundation of an entire business. You can start from scratch and build up your own video marketing empire. The not so great news is that it does take a lot of work to get to that point. Here's a link to help you get started. And I'll also put that link in the description below too for you. If you want to make money on YouTube, you can start out by applying the tips we'll be sharing in this article. If you don't follow YouTube's rules, i.e. their terms of service, you'll be asking for trouble. YouTube isn't that strict about what it allows in terms to topics, style, content, and so forth. Videos, however, that have content that doesn't belong to the person who uploaded them to the YouTube will be removed, and accounts could get banned. Some people get away with this for a while, but eventually YouTube catches them and bans them. If your video contains content that is likely to offend people in any way, it's also a candidate for removal. Learn what YouTube does and does not allow, and stay within these limits if you want to be successful with your videos. Give your channel an appropriate name. There's no going back once you create the name for your channel. Make sure the channel name is also appropriate for any brand you may be working to build to. Work hard to keep your channel name as short as you can. It's too easy for longer names to get confused. Longer names generally cause more headaches than they're worth. Use a process similar to the one you use when choosing domain names for naming your channel. Sometimes it's better not to purchase the most expensive equipment available. You'll probably find that your mobile phone's camera is completely suitable for most of your video recording needs. Don't put off getting your YouTube page up and running for fear of needing expensive equipment. The content of your videos matters much more than the equipment you use to make them. The only thing that really matters is that you provide a clear image and clever editing. No matter what you're trying to accomplish with your videos, you can certainly find ways to make them more effective and powerful. If you want to get the most out of YouTube, make sure you make your videos as polished and compelling as you can. As valuable as YouTube is, you don't have to limit yourself to that one site to get the most of your videos. We've shared some tips that you can use right now to increase your earnings potential. You're only limited by your own creativity when it comes to earning money from your videos. If you got value from this video, please like and subscribe to my channel for more tips and tricks. I'll also leave my contact information as well as my website in the description.